From Lizzo, that's special right there. She's just one of the headliners at this year's BottleRock Music Festival, happening in just one day tomorrow up in Napa. In addition to the headliners, there are, of course, a ton of great local bands and, of course, the culinary stage. So much to look for and to plan for, and here to be our guide on how to get the most out of the weekend in BottleRock is Chasta from 107.7 The Bone. Hi.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're gearing up for a very busy weekend. You've covered BottleRock for like 10 years now.
Almost a decade, yeah.
Wow.
Memorial Day weekend is always earmarked for BottleRock. It's such a great time. 3 days of music and the best food and the best drinks. It's Napa.
I can't believe I've never been.
I can't either. That is a disgrace. We are changing that next year.
Yeah, we're changing that next year. All right. Well, we know there's all the big headliners, of course, like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Lizzo, Duran Duran. What about some of the bands that maybe a lot of people might not be thinking of? Because we know that Post Malone and all those big bands are playing, but what other bands are coming?
I would call them the notable bands.
Okay.
Like, you might like this one, Dogstar, Keanu Reeves. Heard of him? Yeah, he is in this band. That's a big deal. I know you love Keanu, so that's a big one. Also, we do have Danielle Ponder. She is a social justice advocate and fantastic singer. She gives you all the Aretha vibes. I mean, she is just powerhouse. So she's really great. You should check her out. And then also we have Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter, which is a big deal. Everybody's kind of curious to see what she's like, so she's going to be on one of the stages as well. So those are kind of notables that you should check out.
I've mentioned Paris Jackson's going to be there, and a lot of people they didn't even know she had a band. So I think it'll be interesting to see what she does. Okay, so we've got some notables, the headliners, but we do have a lot of great local bands right here in the Bay. So tell us about the local bands that people should actually make a point of seeing while they're there.
Bay Area, you should be very proud of The Alive.
Yes.
You know who The Alive are. I remember whenever the drummer was pulled up on stage with Pearl Jam in Oakland, that is the drummer for The Alive. They also, Eddie Vedder jumped on stage with them at a SoCal festival and sang with them. So they're really on their way up. The Stone Foxes, we've talked about them before. Shannon from the Stone Foxes had an emergency open heart surgery, made a whole album about it. Amazing band here in the Bay. And then Great Northern. They haven't been together in about a decade, so it's a big deal to see them again as they're kind of coming back out into the spotlight.
See, I get all my local band recommendations from Chasta, because you're right, like The Alive is kind of blowing up, and they're so
totally
good.
blowing up.
And I love that they're right here from the Bay, and of course Stone Foxes, their story is just incredible. Okay, so write that down, make sure you guys check them out. Okay, so before we wrap up, let's talk a little bit about when you go to BottleRock. First of all, you need a clear bag. You can't just take a backpack in. What are the 3 things you put in your bag?
I always have a clear bag, clear backpack, some sort. Water bottle is key, but it can't be glass. That's something of note. But you want a water bottle. BottleRock is all about sustainability, which I love. Sunscreen, wipes, because you're around a lot of people, and sanitizer. And then most importantly, I would say dress in layers, because Napa is going to be beautiful, 70, 75 this weekend, but it drops like that at nighttime. So make sure you have a sweater or buy BottleRock merch, even better.
Okay, put those sunglasses on.
Yes, and we are
getting you need those as well.
Yes, the Bone will have a Bone booth, and we are giving away Bone sunglasses. We have a whole theme this year. It's called Bone Island. We have inflatable palm trees, inflatable everything, and we're giving these away. So stop by and see us.
So forget your sunglasses. You are covered, because I bet you that is absolutely essential.
Oh, absolutely it is. And SPF, sunscreen, don't forget it.
All right. Have fun this weekend. I'm super jealous.
I'll get you some sunglasses. Don't you worry. I'll bring them back to you.
And maybe next year, too, I'll bring you to Carnival, because that'll be pretty fun.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah.
All right. You can catch Chasta every morning on 107.7 The Bone. And, of course, go say hi to her at BottleRock. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.